Let's move it on. We got the Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers versus the Cincinnati Bengals this week. Let me get back to my old scoring projections here. The Chargers staying away from quarterback. I'm a start on Ekeler. I'm a start on Justin Jackson, another running back. We've been talking about take your risk on running backs before. Don't wait for week one to see what happens.
I think he's hurt too. I hate
You're
to cut
kidding.
you off.
Well, I know he's questionable.
Know,
Is he? But when I was looking over the weekend,
really going to start a questionable player week one, a questionable backup.
Let me say this. So they're hearing this. We got 5 or 6 more days. I think Jackson. I'm comfortable that Jackson will be playing in the game, but pay attention to the inactives list. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay, if he's in the lineup, I think he's a start. And if he's in the line, let me tell you, people have been emailing me saying, hey, I'm weak at running back. What do? I said, send me a picture of your waivers. He's available everywhere. You want to take a risk on a guy. We were talking about this early in the episode. You have running. Don't wait for after week one. Take your risk now, because if it pays off, you're not going to have to compete with everybody, and you still have that first waiver wire guy to spend on another running back or wide receiver. So I like Justin Jackson. I still think this is going to be a 2 running back lineup this year. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor, he throws the ball a little bit more. I'm sorry, he's going to take off and run a little bit more, so it's going to degrade the receiving, but I'd like both running backs here. Keenan Allen, we'll see. I like him, but I don't like anybody else in this offense, including, by the way, Hunter Henry this particular week. Cincinnati, we'll see, man. Burrow, what is he going to? What juice is he going to give this offense? I'm staying away in week one. I will start Mixon. I will start Tyler Boyd. I'm not going to start AJ Green this week personally, and then I'm not starting anybody else for Cincinnati. What do you think, David?
I don't disagree with starting a second Chargers running back, but I got to pivot here a little bit. And I've been on Justin Jackson basically the whole offseason up till now. Mm-hmm. But once he got hurt, Josh Kelly, maybe it was just coincidence, maybe it's a correlation. Kelly got more time. He's just on the field more. But he's been getting a lot of hype, been getting first-team reps, and they like what they see in practice. So if I'm starting a second Chargers running back, maybe pick up Jackson, maybe pick up Kelly too, because the Bengals, they were the 9th best matchup for running backs last year. So either one of these guys behind Ekeler has a chance to pop, and if they do pop, you're probably not going to be able to pick them up week 2.
That's it. It's. Let me just cut in real quick. You're right. I mean, for me, it's second Chargers running back. If it is Kelly, now my money's still on Jackson. If it is Kelly, whatever the case is, make your pick and pick that player up before week 1.
Yep. And you mentioned the quarterback. You said you're sitting. I'm definitely starting the quarterback here. I saw one stat which had me thrilled, and this was from Ian Hartitz, who a lot of people probably follow on Twitter and know. Cincinnati allowed the most rushing yards to quarterbacks last year. Who's the Chargers quarterback?
Yeah.
A guy who might be not terrible at scrambling. So I think Tyrod Taylor, he's loaded with offensive weapons. Cincinnati's defense, are they stopping anyone in the pass game? I don't think so. Could Taylor also add a rushing touchdown on top? Absolutely. In deeper 2-quarterback leagues, I think he's a good start this week. Even in super flex, I think Taylor is a good start this week. DFS, I think he's a great start this week. On the other side, Cincinnati, I don't think I'm touching anyone on that team right now. I like Joe Mixon this year. I want to see the offense settle in. I want Joe Burrow to get some time on the field first. Chargers defense, people might get a little excited.
Not a great matchup.
They might get excited when James got hurt. They still have 3 really good corners, guys. They still have Casey Hayward, Chris Harris, and Desmond King. This is still a good secondary, even without Derwin James. Mm-hmm. Joey Bosa, Melvin Ingram, they can get after the quarterback. All Cincinnati did was add Jonah Williams to line, who was their first-round pick last year. He still hasn't played an NFL snap. I don't think Joe Burrow's going to get off to a great start. I don't like this matchup for Cincinnati at all.
The one thing we can count on with the Chargers this year is that their defense is going to be stout. They're just always a good defense. They're a well-coached defense. So agreed there. Let me hit you with the line here. Bovada has the Chargers -3 against the Bengals. What do you think?
Give me the Chargers. I like the Chargers.
Yeah, Rockobot, my pick engine likes the Chargers as well. I wrote down before the show, Cincinnati, but Joe Burrow versus this Chargers defense, I'm going back on what I wrote before. I'm going to take the Chargers as well. I don't love the Chargers to make a big run. We'll see what happens when Herbert takes the reins there. But for now, let's wait and see. But I like this Chargers defense to put a hurt basically on Burrow to start the year.